Hello everyone, my name is Akhil. Today we are discussing some topics in JavaScript. Those are variables, arrays, functions, objects, loops. Okay, let us go into brief. Let us discuss briefly about variables. Firstly, what is a variable? Variable in JavaScript are used to store data values. You can declare variables using three keywords. Those are where, let, and const. Okay, here how the let keyword is used. Let us see. Let keyword is used to declare a variable that can also be changed, but it only exists inside the block. Example, inside curved brackets where it is defined. Example, let y equal to 15. We assigned a value for y 15, and if we change the value y equal to 25, it will be changed. And second type is var. Var is used to declare a variable that can be changed. It accessible inside a function or globally if we declare outside any function. Example, if we assign a value to x equal to 10 and x equal to 20, it can be changed, and in output we will get x equal to 20. Where it comes to constant is used to declare a variable that cannot be changed once assigned. However, if it's an object or array, the contents can still be modified. We can understand that in const we cannot change the variable once we declared. Like if we give a variable, if we give const z equal to 30, it cannot be changed once it has been declared. Let us see an example. Here we have given an example where x equal to 10 and x equal to 25. If we print this, the output will be 25. And if we give here a const, it will not give the output as we required. See, we have got an array. Let us remove this x equal to 25, and then we can see we will get the output as a 10. Okay, and let us discuss about arrays in JavaScript. Okay, firstly, what is an array? Arrays are used to store multiple values in a single variable like numbers, strings, or objects. Creating how to create an array? Let us see. Creating an array. We can create an array by using square brackets. Example, here we created an array using let keyword. Let fruits equal to, we have used in the square brackets, and here in the square brackets we have given us some data which is stored, and here we give apple 30, banana, etc. And how can we access an array? Let us see. Accessing an array, we can access an array using their indexes, where the first element has an index of 0. This apple element will have an index of 0, and this 30 element will have an index of 1, and banana 2, cherry 3. Example, you can see here. To access an array using their indexes, it will be accessed like this. And we can also modify an array. You can modify an array by changing the values of elements or add new ones. Examples, if we want to change the first index value to blueberry, fruits of 1 equal to blueberry, then fruits dot push to mango, it will change it into mango. Okay, let us see an example. Here we can see I have given fruits an array declared. I have declared an array using fruits equal to some data. You can see here. Okay, let us first print this using array indexing. can see for first console.log fruit of 1, we used index value as 1. As apple has 0 and 2 has 1, we can see here firstly it printed a 2, and then for second console.log fruits of 2, and the array should be printed as cherry. The output should be printed as cherry, as you can see. Okay, and then next we can see another example. Commenting. Yeah, here we can see if we give an array fruit of 1 equal to pineapple, then we print the fruit of 1, then output we will get as pineapple. We can see another example how to modify an array just by giving fruits.push mango console.log fruits. You can see here, and let the output will be apple, 2, cherry and mango. Here as we give fruits equal to only 3 values we have given, but we can modify it by using some keywords like push, pop and shift, unshift. By using push, we can push the elements in that given array, as you can see the output. Okay, let us discuss functions in JavaScript. Firstly, what is a function? Function are blocks of code that performs a task. Okay, let us discuss about functions. Firstly, what is a function? Function are blocks of code that performs a task or calculate a value. You can reuse the function whenever you need them, which makes your code easier to manage. As we can see the definition, we can understand that functions can be easily accessible from anywhere, like globally or locally. If we once we declare any function, it can be used everywhere in the code. To make it simple, let us see how to create a function. Creating a function, you can define a function using the function keyword followed by the function name and a parenthesis of braces. Example, you can see here I have given a function, I have given the function keyword, and a name has been assigned with open braces, and you can see here. And how to call a function. Let us see. Calling a function using a function. You can run the function by calling its name followed by parenthesis. Example, I have given a name in the before code like a function greet open braces, and here we can see the function name has been used by just calling it. Okay, and then next functions with parameters. We can pass the values called parameters into the function to make them more flexible. Example, you can see here function username like this. Okay, and then functions that return a value. Function can also return a value using the return keyword. Example, function, here you can see I have given a name and assigned some values and some parameters and given a logic to it. Let us see an example. I have given here a function keyword which is followed by a name and a parameter of open of the parenthesis. You can see here I have written a plus b, and I'm asking that to do sum using the functions. You can see here I have given let the sum equal to multiply. sorry, this should be some, I think, and this should be changed also. So okay, now you can see if we plus these two, if we add this tool number, that should be printed here. Okay, let's see the, yes, we can see here the output has been came as 13. 7 plus 6 is equal to 13. And then let us go to the concept of objects. Firstly, what is an object? Objects are used to store collection of data in key value pairs. Think of an object as a collection of properties where each property has a key or a name and a value. As definition, we can understand, we can give a value, a keyword, and that can be assigned with a value, and those keywords can be used. These is known as objects. Okay, let us see how can we create an object. We can create an object by using curly braces. Example, here you can say let person equal to curly braces. Here name is a keyword and that was assigned a value to Alice, and age is also a keyword, and city is also a keyword, and job is also a keyword, and those are assigned with their respective values. And you can see we can see an example now. As you can see here, let I have given a function, sorry, I have given an object called property that is that is equal to open braces as keyword name Alice, and a keyword age, city, job, etc. You can give anything. Firstly, we will print all this, and then see we will how can we print them separately. Okay, and the output, let us go to the output. Loops, objects. Yes, as you can see in the output, as we got that name as Alice, and what we given the input, that will be printed in the output. Okay, and let us access singly one by one by just giving the dot operation. What you have given the keywords there, you can see here age, city, job, name. Example, I want to get a city, and just will give the output will be New York. You can see here the city was New York and the output was New York. You can access them. Okay, and then next we will go another topic, loops in JavaScript. Okay, firstly loops. What are loops? Let us briefly discuss about the loops. Loops are used to repeat a block of code multiple times. There are several types of loops, each suited for different types. Okay, and in the loops we will discuss about three loops. There are three different types of loop: for loop, while loop, do while loop. Let us discuss about for loop. A for loop repeats a block of code a specific number of times. It has three parts: initialization, condition, and increment. Example, you can see here for let I equal to 0 has been initialized, and I less than 5 is the condition what we want. Actually, we will give the condition in the middle of the for loop, and the end of the for loop we will increment. Either it should be plus or minus, where decrement also can be used in the for loop. Okay, and again we will go to the while loop. A while loop runs as long as specified condition is true. As we can see with the definition, while loop will be run as long as our condition is true. If our condition is not true, it will not run as long as it can. If the condition will run up to our condition will be true. Okay, you can understand. Example, let I equal to 0, we have given while the syntax will be this like, and in this also first we got initialization and then condition and then incrementation. Okay, and another loop called do while loop. This loop will always run at least once, even if the condition is false, because the condition is checked after running the block. And you can understand by definition, like in this loop, at least it will run one time to check the either condition is false or true. Either it is false or true, it will run at least one time, and then it will iterate the how many times we have given that. Okay, we can see the example, and let us do a let us discuss one problem. As you can see, for loop I have given a small problem like this. You can see here, as we can see the output. Oops. Yes, let us discuss this one. I have given for let I equal to 0, and I have initialized I equal to 0, and then I have given a condition I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus, and I have printed the values. If I equal to 0, and then it matches the value of I less than or equal to 5 and I plus plus, means if I equal to 0 means I value 0, that should be less than or equal to 5, and it will be incremented. As you can see in the output, that 0 has been printed 1 2 3 4 5. As we here we just remove the equal to, and the output will be 0 1 2 3 4. Let us see the output. As I told you, you can see here the output will be 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, you can got the output. Let us see the example on while loop. Yes, while loop also will work as for loop. Either you can use for loop or while loop, your wish. As we can see, I have initialized a value and then given a condition and then incrementation. Okay, we will see do while loop example. As the loops are same as they work, but we will use them for the different conditions. You can see in the do while loop, I have already initialized the values equal to 0 for do console dot. First it will run one time, and then it will check the condition, and then it will iterate. You can see the output. Thank you for watching.